Hey guys.
We're back.
Hey.
Hope everyone is doing well.
Yeah.
We've been busy this summer.
Oh
But,
my gosh, so busy.
yeah.
But in a good way.
Yeah, a good way.
Yeah.
But we finally got some time to relax and catch up on some shows and movies. And we decided to watch the Gabrielle Union movie called Perfect Fine on Netflix. And I would like to say that might have been one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
I second that. You know, usually when you see Gabrielle Union in something, you think it's gonna be good, especially after she was in what was that series you had put me on that we had watched? The TV show. I think it came on BET.
Oh, you
She
talking
couldn't
about?
get pregnant.
Yeah, what's Being Mary Jane.
Being Mary Jane. That
Yeah.
show like set the bar high. So when I saw Perfect Fine on Netflix, I was like, "Oh, babe, let's watch this." And I actually stayed up past my bedtime to watch that. That movie was trash. How many stars would you give it?
So out of 5 stars, I would give it 2.
I agree.
Just
Definitely
because we'll start from the beginning. It seemed rushed. Like it seemed like they were trying to squeeze in a whole TV show in an hour.
Yeah. I agree. Because after we finished it, we was like, well, what happened with this? And they never followed up with that. And we never really got confirmation on the age of the boyfriend.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen the movie, spoiler alert, so the movie's pretty much about Gabrielle Union is old and she's famous and she got out of this
relationship. But you really don't get a background on the relationship.
You have no idea you just know it's a bad relationship that was all over the news, and she used to be famous, but
she took a year off. We
don't even know what she was famous for. Did they say?
No.
So she was famous in a relationship, but it ended bad, and it was all over the news. But you have no idea what any of that is.
No, you don't even know like the background story of the ex-boyfriend, and you might see him 2 times in the movie, once.
Yeah, so we'll get to that random scene. But it was so it starts out, she's with her girlfriends and she's lonely and they go out for drinks, right?
Yeah, but we can't tell the whole movie.
Yeah, we can. That's why
we can't.
That's why I said spoiler.
We just gotta tell the good parts.
Well,
not the good parts, the parts that they didn't follow up on.
But we're just gonna go through.
We can't do that.
Yes, this is a review. It's a spoiler. If you haven't watched the movie, don't watch this. But it starts out. We're not gonna go over every scene, but it starts out. So she meets this guy at the bar. And they just randomly start making out, basically. I mean, it's like...
I don't even know
He didn't even really say much to her. And it's like it was like... just random makeout. Like, it was almost like he said, you're like, I see you, or you having fun. You're beautiful. They make out, and then that was it.
Like, the whole movie was
just
choppy.
random.
And if you aren't...
Yeah,
100% alert when you're watching it. Like if you doze off or something and wake up, you're gonna think you missed the whole storyline. But I promise you didn't miss nothing.
So then it jumps from that to she's dating. No, she has a new. So I'm literally. It sounds like I'm breaking this movie up, but this is how it flows. So it's like next scene, she's
having So she had these dinners every week or something, like with her girlfriends, and the young guy she met at the bar that we don't know what his age is. We just know he's younger than her. Mm-hmm. She invited him. They was like flirting on the job. And she told him to bring his friends. Oh, and Lala's in the movie too. So he comes over with his two friends that might be swingers or in an open relationship or something, because his girlfriend was flirting with Lala while he had the allergic reaction. Like, and they had Lala playing some scene that
I forgot about that.
It's completely not even Lala. Like,
I mean, it was.
So, anyways, they had the dinner, and they were setting her up on a blind date at her house during the dinner. The guy was basically a loser, like she didn't like him, but he said he was 50. Didn't look 50 though. But she was flirting with the younger guy the whole time.
Mm-hmm. So then,
next thing.
Hold on. So then you forgot his buddy has a random allergic reaction.
I just said that.
Yeah, I know, but I said that was after. So they have an allergic reaction to that, and it's like they go straight into he leaves, and now they're like her and the young guy humping. So
in the kitchen, yeah.
Right after the allergic reaction.
So we don't know if he survived the allergic reaction. We don't really know what happened. We don't even know if his girlfriend left from hanging out with Lala to make sure he was okay.
They just stopped that scene. Oh yeah, so before we did miss a part. So Gabrielle Union's trying to find a job. So the guy that she met at the bar works at the job, which is her. There's some history between the owner
and Gabrielle
Union.
Bad history, but we don't know.
But we don't know what.
She just said Gabrielle Union used to sleep with everybody she dated or something.
Yeah, but... and then so now we're fast. So she gets the job because they hate each other, but she's like, we both need each other because I'm this and you're this. So she's working there, and the boss is the young guy that she's talking to. Oh yeah. The young guy that she's talking to is the boss's son.
Yep. Messy.
So that's okay. Now we're back. Fast forward. So then, I mean, really, it was kind of a lot of just feelings.
Then we don't know what season it was, like meaning season of the year.
Yeah.
But
well, hold on. Now this is when the random. So they're talking. They're dating, like, but they're trying to keep it on the low. So that's okay. So then now we're in some random scene, like, so after the whole party, allergic reaction, sex scene, they have some deep conversation, which, well, this was at the part, remember that deep conversation that was like, man, how are they that deep this soon? Because he was talking about like what his dad and the relationship.
That's about all they knew.
But it was like, they didn't even have like they didn't go on any dates. Mm-mm. Like that was like their first date. It was just weird. So now.
And his father, the story with his father died when he was 7 or something.
Yeah, young.
He wants to film a movie of his dad's life, even though he was 7 when his dad died. So I don't really know how. Anyway, but we never know if he did the film, how it turned out, like.
So then you have this scene where they get. Now I can't remember. Did they get caught by the mom? No, this wasn't that. So something happened where they got in some little argument, and he's walking on the sidewalk, and now you see the ex that Gabrielle Union, that we don't know who he is, that they're talking about. He's at Gabrielle Union's door, drunk, and she's like, "Are you drunk?" And he's like, "Yeah, my mom died." So then she says, "Oh," she gives him a hug. But then
they walk home under the umbrella in the rain. No, she drove him home.
Yeah, she drove him home, and they walk on the sidewalk. But then he invites her up to his room, like, "You gonna come up to my room?" She's like, "No." It's almost like did the mom die, or
right?
Like
where was the funeral?
Like it's like they started talking about. They just stopped. He said he was there because his mom died, and then it was like her telling him she's moved on. But they didn't even really talk about the
Where was the closure?
Like,
there was no closure.
It was just like, she drove him home. He said, "You gonna come up?" And she said, "No." And he was like, you moved up. It was just weird because he won't even talk about the mom anymore.
Yeah. It was super weird. The movie was just choppy as hell, and I don't understand what the point of the movie is. I don't know if Gabrielle Union is just like trying to stay young, or like, I don't get it. I don't get it, because it was all geared around her dating somebody younger than her.
Yeah, that's
Is Dwayne
pretty
Wade younger than her?
Yeah, he is, but
By like how much?
I don't know how many years. There was a cameo, Dwayne Wade.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He was in the movie for 2 seconds.
He was in the movie for 2 seconds. So basically, fast forward, the mom catches the Gabrielle Union and the young guy screwing.
Dwayne Wade is 41.
Yeah, they're screwing in her house. So now she's upset about that. And she basically fires Gabrielle.
She's 50, so she's 9 years older than her. Okay.
So she fires Gabrielle Union, mad at the son. So then it's like fast. So we're thinking we're probably in the summer.
It had to be.
And then they jump to, it's like Christmas season.
Because he's walking down the sidewalk with a Christmas tree.
Yeah, he's walking down the sidewalk with a Christmas tree.
Apparently moved out of his mom's house because he dragged it up to this apartment that we hadn't seen throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, so then he checks his voicemail and she's like, "Can you meet me?" We don't know how long they've stopped talking since the screw.
Right, the transition.
Then she says she's pregnant. He's like, "You know I didn't want kids and you throwing a lot on me right now." And then she says, "I can do it all by myself." And then it was like, well, what? It was just like they threw all these things in one conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So, but there, and then it ends with basically the boss comes back and says her mother didn't want her to be with somebody or have a kid, and she's breaking generational curses. So it was like whoever wrote this tried to cover way too many things in a small. It's like they tried to cover it's okay to date way younger if you're a woman, break generational curses, rebuild, let go. It was like, it was all over the place.
It was. I highly would not recommend unless there's just nothing else to watch and you want to watch. That movie was Rotten Tomatoes.
It was, I mean, what I know we're like I think one of the conversations was on social media was Gabrielle looked old. Did you think she looked old?
I think Gabrielle Union looks good. I think she looks good, especially to be 50. However, like when they met back up at Christmas time, her hair was curly. That looked crazy. It looked awful.
Yeah.
That looked awful.
That was a bad.
And that kind of aged her.
Yeah,
I think.
she did. She was.
But baseline, I think she was.
She aged throughout the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like she started out looking a little younger, and then she started looking old in the end.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that was on purpose or what, but she was looking old. Like I said, random.
Then she ended up being a teacher. She said she got a teacher job somewhere, but you can't just teach without a degree.
I don't know what. So,
I don't know.
Lala, like I said, random cameo. Lala, Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade literally walked into some party the mom was having.
We don't really know what the mom's company was that was that famous.
Yeah, there's no background on anything. Nothing. Like, literally nothing.
I mean, that movie was slung together.
Yeah, they kind of.
The acting was good.
Yeah.
Like, the acting it was just a terrible plot.
The acting was good.
Yeah, I would say the acting was really good.
But it was so many dead ends in that movie that you just like, why? What is the purpose of, like, what is the moral of the story?
There
were like 500 little morals.
Yeah.
Like you said, I could do bad all by myself. It's okay to date younger. Break generational curses.
Yeah,
don't let the past define your future. Like,
it was a lot. And then it was kind of some weird stuff, like those random twins that work for the mom. Like, what was that about?
You talk about the two girls that was at the front desk, and one of them was real excited to see her.
Yeah, like,
I don't know, maybe that was like their breakout moment. Like, maybe they'll become famous now.
it was like,
Because you know it's always the set of twins in each generation. Like, during our generation, it was Tia and Tamara.
Yeah.
Well, it was Mary Kate and Ashley, and Tia and Tamara. And now we need some twins for whatever generation this is. Like, I don't know.
They had no
I'm trying to put
They had
something
no
together.
real significant role, but it was almost like,
Wait, is Mary Kate and Ashley really twins?
yeah.
Like in real life? Oh yeah, because they had went crazy. Yeah, I forgot about that. One of them was on drugs or something.
They twins.
I'm thinking about Parent Trap when they made that girl play both sisters.
Yeah, you talking about, what was that, Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah. Okay, she wasn't a twin. Okay.
But yeah, so the movie rushed, no plot. It's kind of disappointing for Gabrielle Union.
It is. That is a very
usually
disappointing movie for
she's-
her.
Like I said, acting was good. I don't know why she took this movie. Maybe Netflix is just paying, because this was a terrible.
That was like not, like it wasn't like to her level.
Yeah, it was like, this could have been a Tubi movie.
Right, agreed. It shouldn't have been on Netflix.
It could have been a Tubi movie or like a Amazon Prime.
Oh, definitely Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it was.
I think Tubi got better movies.
Yeah,
than Amazon
this could have
Prime,
been Amazon Prime, where you watching played by some people you've never heard of.
But Tubi actually does have really good.
Yeah, this is probably more Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Or Lifetime, like television.
I don't even know if I would put it on Lifetime.
Yeah, Lifetime.
It ain't worth Lifetime.
Nah.
Lifetime be having some good movies.
It was just the seasons changing. Christmas, like it was a Christmas.
It was just. Well, I remember when it went off. I literally sat up on the couch and was like, I could have went this sleep.
Yeah, the movie was terrible.
But it was so bad, like you couldn't stop watching it because it's like, okay, maybe this is gonna pick up.
Yeah,
maybe
it
this
kept
is
you
gonna
on the edge of your seat because you were like,
Something
they're
happened.
finally gonna address this, but they didn't. They didn't address it.
There's a lot of unanswered questions, and I would like to talk to Netflix or Gabrielle Union. What was even her boyfriend's name? Do you remember? I don't even feel like she called him by his name.
I don't think he said his name the whole movie. What was Gabrielle Union's name?
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm sure they
it
said the
was bad.
days we don't remember, but maybe they did. It wouldn't surprise me.
If they didn't say each other's names, I don't think so. Because it was just like a little conversation.
It was almost like whoever wrote it and director got connects, because it was some famous people in it. But you was like, why would?
Yeah, because
it's
that
like,
role Lala
Yeah, it
played
was
was
like, how did-
definitely not like you were on Power.
Yeah, well, it's
Like-
like the guy, I can't remember his name, the blind date setup. He famous.
He is.
Uh-huh.
For
He's
what?
he's a comedian and he's on some other stuff. But
Uh,
he's I mean, it was like good actors, but it was just
a horrible movie. It was horrible. It was. I don't even know how it was in the. It was in the top 10 because people
saw
was
Gabrielle
interested to watch it
Union.
because of Gabrielle Union. That's what,
Mhm.
Netflix ain't slick. Netflix be knowing what they be doing. That's for sure. But anyways, we gonna watch something else. Come back with a review on it. Give us some good ideas of things to watch so that we can give our unsolicited opinions.
All right.